And we're back. We're reading Almost Odis by me, Dusty Thompson. Get your copy on Amazon. This is the third video of me wearing this shirt and tie. Emily, I'm getting a lot of use out of it, girls, so thank you for my tie. I appreciate it. We are on page 76. The blog dated January 8th, 2012, titled, Como se dice, who ate my sandwich? You didn't think you were going to learn any Spanish from this thing, but there you go. You're welcome, America. I should have known turning into the drive-thru of the Jack in the Box would lead to ruin. I fastidiously avoid fast food as it is, one, not very tasty, and two, egregiously fattening. And I would like to retain my newly trimmed figure, as the dad would say. But the greasy siren beckoned me, and I am embarrassingly susceptible to advertising, as I had decided that I needed one of their value menu chicken sandwiches with bacon. As I was turning into the parking lot, I noticed a small gathering of Hispanic men. Now, I know most of you are familiar with the undocumented workers who congregate at busy intersections, waiting to be offered money to do all sorts of manual labor, somewhat like a prostitute if Home Depot was involved in that sort of thing. Never having engaged one of these workers lest I ruin any future chances of becoming a Supreme Court justice, I usually pay them no heed and go about my merry way doing all manner of glamorous activities like buying potatoes and sugar-free popsicles in bulk. As I turned into the lot, one of the men signaled me with his finger and greeted me with a questioning eye and hopeful look on his face. Although I was flattered he thought I might be of the stature to procure his services, I'm not wealthy, but I have more money than him. I was immediately caught off guard, wondering how to respond. I didn't want to ignore him. It's not his fault he's an undocumented worker in this country. Well, I suppose it is his fault, seeing as how he came here illegally. But are we to assess fault for someone trying to make a better life? I don't want to get all liberal sounding, but are they all here illegally, or is the economy so bad even legitimate immigrants are out of work and desperate to provide for their families? Even if I didn't have any work for him, could I just hand him money? Would it be offensive? Would he care? Do I? It's a lot of questions. You must understand, I pride myself in being a very compassionate and generous person, unless I'm behind you in traffic or the express lane at Target. No old man in front of me last Tuesday, 27 cans of tuna do not count as one item just because they are identical. On the other hand, if it were an old lady, I'd think, bless her heart, and simply wait my turn. A gentleman is always a gentleman, after all, when it comes to a lady. Other dudes, regardless of their age, are on their own. Okay? Dudes, old ladies, hey girl. Unsure of how to respond without giving him any reason to think I needed his services, regardless of what they were, I tried to smile without any erroneous signaling, lest I inadvertently request something through an incorrect nod of the head or too lengthy eye contact and end up with an unwanted employee, a bag of drugs, or a live chicken. Is there some sort of code? Shouldn't there be an information sheet? Where do I get one? I felt a little like a spy, like Jason Bourne from all those books and movies. I feel sure I could be mistaken for a suave, intelligent CIA agent. At the very least, I could be mistaken for someone named Jason. I guess it's a good thing I'm not in the CIA. For one, the CIA has secrets, people. And if you know me, you know I cannot hold water. I'd be on the phone with my sister saying, ooh, let me tell you who we tried to assassinate today, girl. You will never guess, but his name rhymes with Dennis Quaid's brother. Plus, I can't beat up an assassin with a rolled-up newspaper. I can barely kill a bug with a rolled-up newspaper. I used to resort to stomping it with my shoe, and that doesn't even seem to be an effective method for saving America from terrorists. I think we can all agree. Ben kills all the flies. He's really good at it. It's like a ninja. He can go with chopsticks and get a fly out, like Mr. Miyagi. It's impressive. In my zeal to non-offensively non-signal this man, who may have simply been trying to scratch his nose as far as I know, I somehow ended up leaving the parking lot through the enter-only lane and almost turned the wrong way down a one-way street. Trying to maneuver my car in the right direction, while hiding my shame and ignoring the honking from the other customers who were in fact not attempting to scratch their noses. I'm quite familiar with that particular gesture. I was able to head back down the road to the Target from whence I came, as I'd forgotten to purchase breath spray for our dog Lulu. I'm not sure exactly when she began dining on dirty diapers filled with athlete's foot-flavored bilge water, but something's making her breath reek. How am I supposed to say convincingly, who's the good girl? Yes, you are, if I'm trying to breathe through my mouth? I'm not quite sure where I was going with this entry, but suffice it to say I made it home in one piece sans illegal alien, but with some basics for the pantry, you know, stuff like a $5 DVD of Fletch, and also movies starring the guy my sister thinks is Bill Murray, a big grab of Doritos, 2 9-volt batteries, and 3 packs of Spearmint Extra. I told you I was susceptible to advertisement. Once I got home, I immediately regretted not stopping to get a worker or two, undocumented or not. You see, today was house cleaning day and I was not in the mood, do you hear me? I have no problem with cleaning up after myself, and when I lived alone, my house looked like it was unoccupied most of the time, as I am very particular and very neat. Living in a house with multiple bedrooms means you have to have house guests and roommates, but it also means you have to clean even the rooms you don't ever use. Yes, Sunporch, I'm talking to you. The maid duties have increased far more than occupants, as there is a swirling vortex of disorganization that follows the dad, that is the dad residing with me. Things on shelves move out of their proper alignment simply by him walking through the living room. When he sits at the dining table, food leaps from his plate onto the placemat and table. And don't even get me started on the delicate maneuvering required to sweep around more yarn than a nursing home craft room or a brownie troop trying to earn their knitting badge. Although now that I think about it, how would I have communicated with this gentleman of the parking lot what I needed from him anyway? Do the men of Mexico clean, seeing as how Mexico doesn't seem to be a hotbed of women's lib, based on what I read in the news? And how do you say clean in Spanish? I only know how to say, where's the party? Donde está la fiesta? I want 2 chickens. Yo quiero 2 pollos. And that statue is Greek. Esta estatua es griega. This, I feel sure, is not going to get me a clean bathroom or a fully dusted living room, although it might give me a cooked meal, an invitation to a party, or a look of confusion as to the statue in question. Ah well, at least I have my chicken sandwich from the Jack-in-the-Box to sustain me through this cleaning binge. But now I can't find it. I'll bet the dad ate it. Alright, we'll stop there and see you next time. Thanks.